Hello everyone, my name is Pini Dibask and I am a product manager for database performance management solutions at Dell Software. In today's video, we'll review Foglight for SQL Server and show you how it is best suited to monitor your SQL Server instances. Foglight for SQL Server is a 24/7 enterprise monitoring solution which allows you to effectively monitor your databases, featuring deep resource monitoring capabilities with powerful analysis toolset to enable fast problem resolution and proactively fix issues before they become a real problem. This solution also provides a set of out-of-the-box, in-context, and enterprise reports. With a low overhead, agentless architecture, Foglight for SQL Server monitors your SQL Server environments for both physical and virtual deployments. This solution supports all SQL Server editions and configurations, including on-premise and cloud deployments. Let's start with the monitoring aspect of the product. Foglight for SQL Server is part of Foglight for Databases heterogeneous solution, which allows you to monitor your entire environment across domains from a single view. This solution supports SQL Server, Oracle, DB2, SAP ASC, MySQL, and Postgres. In this session, we'll focus on Foglight for SQL Server and see how it empowers SQL Server DBAs. When analyzing a potential problem, it is crucial to understand whether the observed behavior is normal for that environment. Foglight for SQL Server Smart Baseline algorithm understands your environment profile and maps the expected behavior in different time periods, hour in a day, day in a week, week in a month, and so on. For example, it can tell you whether your host resources utilization are within the expected baseline range or deviated from the baseline. This allows you to spot real changes in the normal activity and avoid wasting time in looking for the problems. Additionally, you can easily understand whether your instance workload is within the expected baseline range. Foglight for SQL Server has a rich monitoring coverage, covering high availability architectures and disaster recovery solutions, monitoring different storage aspects, up to date with the recent technologies, providing both real-time and historical views. The SQL Server Overview Dashboard is the starting point for getting to the root cause of the issue, as it covers all aspects of the instance activity at a glance, showing availability of the instance, databases, and underlying related services. Status summary of high availability and disaster recovery solutions. Highlight storage utilization metrics. Uncover any operating system resource bottlenecks, including virtualization issues. Detecting operational failures, including job failures and error log messages. It also provides performance insights into resource consumption, workload trends, throughput, and sessions activity. In the right section of the Overview dashboard, you can view a list of alarms, as well as top 10 SQL statements ordered by the active time. The Logs dashboard allows to analyze the current log trees and easily identify how many sessions are blocked, who is the leading blocking session, and which SQL statement is executed by that session. Foglight for SQL Server is also capable of showing detailed historical analysis for deadlock information in order to solve even the most complicated locking scenarios. For example, you can analyze deadlock by applications. Examine the details of each session participating in the deadlock, and also view the entire deadlock graph. Lack of space where your critical file groups and logs reside could lead to stability issues and even downtime. The Databases dashboard allows you to quickly identify and respond to storage shortage situations, as well as investigate usage trends to better prepare for tomorrow's needs. The TempDB dashboard provides overall view of this critical database resource usage and shorten the time it takes to resolve space-related problems, showing detailed usage profile information over time, real-time and historical version store usage statistics, and current sessions possibly hogging the TempDB. Memory has always been a critical key resource to instance performance. Today, with the new 2014 in-memory OLTP feature, ensuring memory is utilized properly is even more important. The memory dashboard provides a wide overview of the memory usage and shows how stressed SQL Server is from memory utilization standpoint. In this case, SQL Server uses only 89% of the memory it needs, and there is lots of available memory in the machine, so there is no memory pressure. We can further analyze the heavy memory consumers, starting from the most utilized resource pool down to the object level. Foglight for SQL Server also monitors your replication environments. A dedicated overview dashboard shows both the replication environment topology and its status. Topology view includes a full list of servers and databases on both publisher and subscriber sides. Status indication clearly points to areas that need attention, so you can easily zoom in and analyze any problem that was found during the replication process. High availability solutions are common in production environments. Foglight for SQL Server supports all high availability configurations, including failover clusters, log shipping, mirroring, and the latest always-on solution. With the always-on dashboard, you get a complete overview of the environment and its status, including topology map of all availability replicas and databases. So far, we reviewed the monitoring aspect of the product. We are now going to focus on the most powerful analysis toolset this product offers, the SQL Server PI. A multi-dimensional historical analysis of your instance workload allows a deep dive investigation of a single dimension or a combination of dimensions. SQL Server is capable of analyzing multiple dimensions out of the box. Here we can see all batches executed on database cells by user SA, the statistics associated with each dimension, and also the associated wait events. The sessions dimension allows you to review the activity of each session uniquely identified by the SPID and login time. You can further drill down to any dimension, such as SQL statements, to review those that were executed by the selected session. The locked objects dimension allows you to start the lock analysis investigation by first examining the locked objects themselves in order to easily identify the root cause for the locks in the database. Clicking on the object that is associated with the highest lock duration reveals the lock duration and the details of each session that was blocking it. The Blocking History tab will show you all the log trees associated with any dimension drill down combination, allowing you to understand what was the lead blocker session and how many sessions were affected. To analyze I/O-based activity, SQL PI provides a rich set of tools to help identify the root cause of an I/O contention. You can identify TempDB I/O and allocation pages contention, analyze heavy used files, and also tune SQL statements which consume high I/O resources. Alternatively, you can start the investigation by looking at the top objects which consume most of the I/O resources. To tune a SQL statement, the best place to start is by understanding its execution plan. The execution plan analysis dashboard allows you to analyze and compare historical execution plans for both statements and batches. To start, you can easily focus on the heaviest statement within a batch. Analyze the entire plan flow using the Plan Details tab, review all operations, or focus on the related objects accessed in the plan. You can now focus on any object and retrieve more information about its structure, size, and indexes. Click on Compare Plans to compare different execution plans. The execution plan comparison highlights the changes between the execution plans, whether cost or operation changes. The change tracking is a powerful feature which allows you to track different changes and correlate them with the actual activity workload at the same time, to find those changes that affected the environment the most. At the right pane, we can see the different changes categories. In this case, we found that during the time period selected, database and log file grew, new index has been created, new plan has found for a SQL statement, and a new count has been added. Finally, I'd like to show you the Compare tool. This is a powerful feature for analyzing performance changes. It can compare performance of a specific dimension in two different time frames. This can be useful when trying to analyze the impact of a recent application upgrade or hardware change. It can compare performance of different dimensions, for example, user sales to user HR, one SQL statement to another. It also allows you to compare the instance workload to the expected baseline, as well as comparing two different instances. Here you can see how easy it is to compare performance statistics of two separate instances. By clicking on the Configuration tab, you can also compare the configuration parameters of the two instances. If you would rather focus only on the parameters which differ, simply click on the Unequal button. Foglight for SQL Server also provides out-of-the-box performance reports that can be shared with other stakeholders in the organization. These reports can be run on demand or scheduled to run periodically. It is also possible to create a custom report based on the rich set of data collected by Foglight. Let's review some of the reports. With Foglight for SQL Server Storage Report, you can check space usage for the entire instance in order to analyze storage usage trends. Examine the top space utilized databases to discover which database may require more space in either data files or log files. In-context reports are available in several dashboards of the product. For example, if you're investigating the workload in the environment through the SQL PI dashboard, you can click on the View as PDF button. This will generate an in-context PDF report with the data that you're currently viewing. Deploying Foglight for SQL Server is an extremely straightforward process. To start monitoring, simply provide the SQL Server instance credentials. To learn more about Foglight for SQL Server, visit our website.